Okay guys, here we are again. It's not the bad boy. Don't get mad at that name right there. It's that piece of shit engine right there called a Kohler. Here we are again, having to work on this piece of damn junk, the Kohler 7000 series. And I'm going to give you guys a good education on some crap Kohler keeps doing. Okay, you see the starter? That is my second starter. This mower is 5 years old. Probably doesn't have 100 hours on it. And you're saying, wait a minute, second starter? That's right, second starter. Kohler, their design, it fits up underneath there, is a really crappy design. This is a permanent magnet motor, which means the magnets are glued to the inside of this case. And you say, well, what does that do with me? Well, when this gets hot, the glue melts, the magnets fall into the stator on the inside, and it locks up. And, okay, let me bring it out and see. It won't turn. The armature is locked up against the magnets. And it's jamming up inside there. That is the number one cause of these stupid, idiotic design starters that Kohler made. Now, Kohler, seeing that they screwed up, and down the road they come up with an update. And if you look, you'll count 9 teeth on that starter. The new design, which is a better, puts out more torque, turns more RPM, is a 9-tooth stator. The old design is a 10-tooth stator. It turns at a lower RPM, which isn't good. You need to crank that big thing over to get it going. Now, apparently, this is one of the new ones. And a year and a half later, it is fried. But I did some research, and that's why I'm showing this stuff, so you guys can learn, because my hardships are your hardships. I'm trying to figure out how this thing gets hot. You know, it looks, you see that mounting bracket right there coming down, there's not much clearance. I would like to put some insulation between this body, the body of this thing, and that motor. Because that motor, I think, is just baking this thing to no end. But then again, I'm looking in there and maybe I got clearance. I don't know. Something is baking these starters to no end. This is what I call engineered failure. Like, I worked at 4 dealerships. I know a lot about the inside crap of how manufacturers like to make stuff that breaks down, so you, the consumer, has to buy parts all the stinking time. I get tired of shit like that. Everybody gets tired of crap like that. There's nothing good made anymore. And it's not bad boy. Bad boy threw, had to throw different motors and all these things to fix the stupid problems. But you got to get the better, you got to research to get the better starter. And it looks like I tried to put insulation on the back of that. Heck, I can't remember. It's been almost 2 years or over 2 years since I put this in. If I remember right, the first starter went out within a year, and I had to put this one in. And the way I found out about these new and improved starters is you go to a big manufacturer or a big part sales, and you look at them guys, and they'll give you information. And I put all this information in on eBay, and I couldn't find nothing. This model number or this part number down here, none of that crap would pull in. But I did some research on there, and I'm getting a genuine Kohler starter, which I absolutely hate. I hate the fact that I have to use Kohler junk parts to get Kohler back going. But in my previous videos, I've gone over a lot of stuff that I've done to make this thing live. I have, you guys need to keep on all your paperwork. See, I kept my, I'm going to keep the Kohler starter number right there. I have an oil cross-reference. I put literally hundreds of different oil filters on here. And that's a go-kart, or no, that's a golf cart solenoid, and it's working good. Used Duracell, the original Interstate battery went, and I got rid of it. But guys, I'm going to try to do something like that. Put some insulation behind that. Something to try to keep this thing from baking. Like I said, that's how these starters fail, is the heat that goes into that. And now I've put I built me a mulching block off plate. Yeah, you can see it there. And I need to get out in the yard and mulch up them leaves and crap. Can't do it because that damn starter went south. And it was working great. And boom, just there it goes. Kohler screwed the pooch badly on this crap. And they're trying to make up badly for their stupidity. They're putting, if you go see the new ones, they got American flag, stickers putting all over here. But in the fine print, you got to get down with a microscope and read it, and it'll say, with parts made in China or other countries and America. And it's like, what that means is everything could be made over there and then assembled over here. A lot of the ideas that I talked about in my other videos, they're doing. I have to get me them composite valve covers that have the gaskets built into them, because I haven't checked my valve clearances, and I've got to check that and readjust that. And I'm going to do a modification with that, and that'll be in another video in the future. The new ones, you noticed how this one has the it's a reservoir for your wheel hydraulics or hydrostatic. Now, you keep very little in these things. You just, when you open it up, just barely in the bottom, because that stuff gets hot and it'll come halfway up this container. Well, something, and this is on Bad Boy, they don't do that no more. They put a nut right on top of that thing right down there where that tube goes into it. They put a nut there, and I don't know if they tell you to change it ever or not, but you have a really difficult time now. This is on Bad Boy, to check your hydraulic levels and stuff. If you have a leak, you're screwed. One thing I will be doing and doing a video on is, you see my supports to support this higher air breather. I'm going to put a piece of angle aluminum up here and put this wire up higher and make me room over this. Off my oil filter down there, I'm going to run 2 lines to a cooler and put that directly over this. Similar to what there's another manufacturer out there that does that. Not Lawn Boy, Grasshopper. And so I've got to get that support bracket supported up here out of the way, so I could put that. I'm going to put some brackets right there and support it. This idea, which was in a previous video, y'all need to watch it. It controls your charging system. It works beautiful. This is the cure to the stupidity that Kohler did. This is a rectifier, voltage regulator, you call it anything. What it does is that the stator makes DC, this changes it to AC. It charges your battery. And they put this thing right on the side of this hot motor. There's no way it could live. This, I did not know. It took me a hell of a lot to figure all this crap out. This, I burned up probably within the first 2 hours of running this lawnmower. That's back in 2016. And it's never worked since then. I've always had to charge the battery, and I couldn't figure it out. You see that? That's a charger. I keep a charger here. You have to. But I've cured that. There's a, right underneath here, this cowl right here is where that was plugged into. I button bolted it, and it has a three-prong outlet, and I plugged these 3 wires into. You can see the 3 wires, and it works great. Now about that air filter, I want to show you guys something. This is my oil. This is my oil from all year long. See how clean it is? Now that air filter system I got is making that oil nice and clean. See how great that is? Used to be, it'd take 1 hour and it would turn dark as coal. But now look how good it's looking. So, and that was that air filter system. It's in a previous video. Y'all go see that system. I've got this completely sealed off now, and it breathes from this. This is a pre-filter, and this is just a typical old air filter that you can get at any hot rod shop. But I do put the oil on it, and the oil is a major component of keeping that air filter clean. But I'm going to do something down the road, is take this Pulse fuel filter or fuel pump off, because they are known to go bad. I'm going to put a small powered electric one. Usually every year I change fuel filters on these things too. But I also took there's a little plug right here that goes to the carburetor, and I was able to finally get into that, and it's a safety plug. It stops backfiring and stuff like that. But I took it off because these safeties are basically stuff that get in your way, and I didn't want that getting in my way. And that right there is a positive negative I'll run that electric fuel pump off of. But a lot of good stuff here, folks. I'm going to have to wait probably 3 damn weeks before I get another starter in, because shipping is so slow right now. But got some good videos on the Kohler. Watch my channel. You'll see a lot of good stuff to make these things live. What I'm doing is making them live. I've yet to replace the coils. Everybody's had coils go bad, but you know what I did? Right off the bat, off my battery, I ran a cable to the frame, cable to the motor, cable to the electronics, and I believe that has kept my coils from burning out. But they may go bad later on, I don't know. But anyhow, this is about the starter. Kohler did an upgrade on the starters. I don't think it's much of an upgrade, if any. Supposedly they turn faster and have more torque inside them. But I got to figure out a way to make this damn thing cooler, because it's just burning up. And that's something else I'm working on. You see I have fuel stabilizer. Always keep that in these things. And other than that, this one's about that stupid starter. So, and there's the part number. But mine, I got to looking on these. I mean, Kohler literally made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of models for every damn year. For every different manufacturer, they'd make something a little different and change the damn model of it. And I'm like, holy crap. But you can hear it clacking around inside there. That means that them magnets are loose inside there. And here it is, fall. How did this get so hot that this just fell off? You know, crap. So it goes up there in a stack, and now I got to wait for parts to come in. Anyhow, good information for you guys. So y'all hang in there, and we'll see you in the next video.